Hey everybody, it is Jim here. Normally when we're doing reviews on this channel, they are related to the guitar, an amplifier, a pedal, or perhaps once in a while, something that has to do with the drums. But today, we're going to be going over the Bose S1 Pro Plus with the two wireless transmitters, one for a microphone and one for an instrument that could be used for all of the above and so much more than that. This was provided to me by the kind people at Sweetwater. So yes, today's video is a sponsored video. However, honestly, this thing really does sell itself, and there were a few things that I had for constructive criticism or things to look out for that we'll be going over later on in today's video. I'm going to start off by giving you a basic overview of the unit as well as telling you what it comes with. To begin with here, turn it around on the monitor stand. You're getting three inputs. You're going to have one that is a Nutrix, so it's going to fit either a 1/4 inch or an XLR microphone jack. Same thing on the second channel. The third channel is an auxiliary input, and you can either feed it in with a 3.5mm cable, Bluetooth, or just a standard TRS. On the sides here, this is where things get kind of cool. This is the wireless transmitter. This does not come standard with the original unit. You would have to buy the bundle, or if you wanted to upgrade later, you could buy these separately. This one is for the microphone, and right underneath it, you have the one that'll fit an instrument, and in our case, a guitar. If you do decide to use your phone, you can actually power your phone from the unit itself. This has both USB and Thunderbolt connections, and that's a really nice touch. Finally, we have something that I love that is not on my other PA that is now retired. This is a line out. This can be used to send out to a bigger PA system. So if you wanted to use this on stage for your own stage volume, or you dial in a mix that you really like that's going to work for you, you leave it as it is, then you just send this right out to the front of house and they'll dial it in per taste. When you buy just the S1 Pro Plus, the only thing you're getting in the box is a power adapter. And right now, as you can see, we're running it off of the built-in lithium-ion battery. This is on a speaker stand, but this does not come with it. This is something that we've been using for our older PA. And keeping up with the times, there's an app that will allow you to control the volume, the reverb, the bass, and the treble of each channel independently, as well as tone matching. You can have it off, which is going to give you a flat signal, or if you have it set to microphone, it's a little bit more optimized for mic. If you do switch to guitar though, it's meant for an acoustic guitar, not an electric guitar. But there are some creative ways that you can get some cool tones out of this that we're going to head into next using the Line 6 HX Stomp. I realize it's a little bit unconventional to throw an SM57 in front of a PA speaker and check out some of the guitar tones. However, it sounds really good, which leads me to another possible usage of this system. That is, using it as a practice amp, and a really portable one at that. The fact that this thing weighs barely over 14 pounds, it's super modular. If you wanted to practice in one area of the house, no problem. If you wanted to leave the house, go play at a park or something like that, or just get away from it all, you could take this and your guitar and a little modeler, as long as you have power supplied for the modeler, and you're up and at the races. So that's something to consider as well. But it doesn't just apply to guitar. Why don't we check it out with the drums too? And just like that, I now have the ability to annoy both my family and my neighbors by using this to amplify my drum signal. And if anyone wants to come over and jam, I have a way to have the drums be audible. And with an electronic kit, something like this is a godsend. You could also use it to go and perform with by itself as just a drum monitor if that's something you wanted to do. Now, all the examples I just showed of other usage of this device, they really are great and they're icing on the cake. However, most people, if you're looking at a product like this, odds are you're looking at it primarily as a PA system. I'm going to be showing you just how easy it is if you are in a solo act or a duet to get up, get going, because load in and load out could not be easier than it is using one of these. All you got to do, grab your guitar, throw it in a gig bag that can be used as a backpack. In the front pouch of that gig bag, throw in the power supply for the Bose unit, as well as any cables you might need for your pedals, as well as perhaps even an HX Stomp or a similar modeler if that's something you wanted to do. If you're using acoustic guitar, you ain't even got to worry about that. Then throw it on your back with your right hand. Grab up the speaker because it's light, under 15 pounds. In your other hand, just hold the monitor stand. And that's it. In one trip, you'll be able to load in and load out. And your audience will be waiting for you. And they'll appreciate the fact that it won't take you very long to get set up and to get started. I think it goes without saying, I really have had a lot of fun with today's video, and also being able to include my daughter in that last little segment was something that was unexpected. However, she did have the great idea of having some of her stuffies be the audience and dancing and playing around, and it's stuff we normally do in the house anyways, which I guess leads me to another thing that you could use this for, and you could use this as just a normal Bluetooth speaker around the house if you're not out and about playing with it, and it does a great job at that. You could also use it as a karaoke machine. I will spare you any footage of that, but it does function quite well for that purpose. And honestly, the main reason that I am so excited about this and why I wanted to try this unit out is because it's something that can do so much, but it's also something that can help you make money and make you so much more versatile to venues. Nowadays, you have so many little coffee shops, kava bars, even just regular bars and venues. A lot of them will want to have music. Not all of them will have any sort of PA system or a stage to do it. If you get something like this, all you'll need, chair, stool, if you wanted to sit and perform. You could play cocktail parties, you could play little wedding parties, or one of those aforementioned smaller venues, and get out there, and before long this thing will have paid for itself. So to me, that's where the real value is. The battery is fantastic on this thing. It lasts several hours. The actual transmitters were good for roughly 4 hours or so, but one thing to keep in mind here, especially if you are somebody that's going to be playing multiple or extended sets, in between the sets, if you have the actual cable to plug it in and charge it with, you will charge not only the PA speaker itself, but the wireless transmitters at the same time, so you'll never have to worry about running out of juice with those. If you are interested in the Bose S1 Pro Plus, they are on sale right now at Sweetwater for $649.99. I'm not sure when that's going to end. Obviously, if you do want to purchase something from them, it does help me out a lot if you do use the links in the description that are my affiliate links. I do get a small commission from every sale when people do use those. Before we get going, the original plan here was to have myself and my wife take this to the beach and kind of play with it, because that's another thing we could do with it, but unfortunately my wife has the same eye infection that I had a few days ago, and she wasn't wanting to be on camera for very, very obvious reasons. In the future though, you will be seeing more of this, and we will be using this just as a whole. Even if it's not just stuff for YouTube, this is something I'm going to use and have used every single day now. If you enjoyed today's video, you found it helpful, useful, and or entertaining, please consider hitting the like button or subscribing to the YouTube channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video, but that's all for today. Don't forget to tell somebody in your life that you love that you do love them. Life is short, and I will catch you on the next video. Take it easy, everybody.